All right, welcome back. As you can see from our backdrop, we are talking about an upcoming premiere for the movie Liar, and we have on the desk with us Brandon Lofton, who is an actor in the movie, has a main part in that particular movie, and now on the phone we have Todd Braley, and he is the award-winning director, and he is the director of the movie. And I think we have Todd on the phone right now. Todd, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, good. Well, we appreciate being able to get in touch with you. Just to let you know, I have Brandon on the desk with me, and we're talking.
What's up, Brandon?
What's up, brother?
All right, and what we got is, of course, we're discussing about the movie Liar, and you're the director.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the project. I know the movie is suspenseful and thrilling, and so you may not go into too much because I know you don't want to give away the plot, but tell us a little bit about the movie and the movie making process.
Well, the film itself actually came from something that actually happened to me quite a few years ago when I lived in California. So it had to do with a neighbor who was being physically abused by her boyfriend, and I thought about that whole situation again here not too long ago, a few months ago, and that's where I came up with the idea for Liar, which is, what would happen if, three women were abused in different ways, and if they had somebody that stepped up to the plate to help them with a payment involved, and then what would happen if they decided to have buyer's remorse and go against the guy that just helped them.
Right. Okay, very interesting. Now, of course, you're the director of the movie. Since it was based on something that you're very familiar with, did you actually write the movie as well, or at least help in the writing process?
Yeah, I actually wrote the entire script myself.
Okay, very.
So it was. I kind of did everything a little bit backwards. I cast the movie first, and then I wrote the script.
Okay, and now of course we have Brandon here, and tell us a little bit how maybe you and him hooked up so that he could star in the movie.
Well, Brandon and I kind of been talking on and off for the better part of about a year and a half, hasn't it been, Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hooked up with a handful of people down there in New Orleans, and I wound up making a trip down there and got to know a lot of people, and Brandon was one of them that I got to know really well. And then made a second trip down there back in February, and I shot some video while I was down there for a couple of films that I was working on, trying to get funding for. And Brandon happened to show up, and we got to talking, and then when I started coming up with this other idea for Liar, Brandon was the first one that I cast.
Okay, well, very good. Now, we just looked at the trailer, and I got to tell you, it's very exciting. It's certainly going to be suspenseful, I can tell that. Is this the first movie that you make, or have you made other movies? And tell us about your process being a director, and now to the point to where you're going to have a Hollywood premiere, I think, coming up in October.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been making movies since I was 8 years old. So, I mean, it's something that it's been a learned thing for many, many years. I'm 48 now.
Sure.
And I've got several projects that I've done, some short films, a couple of features. I've got, close to 800 television commercials to my name. I've got music videos that I've done. I've got how-to videos. I've got, the list goes on and on and on. I don't have, I've never been able to kind of lock myself into one thing because I didn't want to. I wanted to learn all aspects, whether it's filmmaking or television. And
sure. No, yeah, I certainly understand that. But at this point, in talking to Brandon a little while ago, this thing has kind of been taking off and really reaching heights that y'all very excited about.
Yeah, I've been really excited because of the people involved in the film. I mean, with the actors and the crew, everybody's kind of stepped up to the plate to really help promote this movie, and to me, that's been the most important thing. And unfortunately, more often than not, that doesn't happen when you're able to if you're able to get a cast and crew to step up to the plate and help you promote. I've done other films before, and sometimes they'd help, sometimes they wouldn't. But to me, this has really been the first time we've had everybody just step up to the plate and push and push and push. And, you know, some people have been doing a lot of promoting. Some people have been doing a lot of talking to other people. And this has gone way beyond any project that I've ever done because of all of the work that everybody's been doing. And I'm still speechless on days that, you know, somebody calls me up or sends me a Facebook message and says, hey, guess what? So-and-so's coming to the premiere. Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
You know, we've got this many people. Guess what? We've sold this many tickets. So,
well, that's all good news. That's all good news. In fact, I think Brandon just gave me a little while ago, he talked about Retrovision and that people can actually advance order Liar by going to retrovisionfilm.com.
Yes. Let me see. Let me double check.
Okay.
Just to make sure it's actually, that is retrovisionfilms.com/products.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. And by that I mean when you advance order, you can give it, and after you actually have the Hollywood premiere, is that when people can expect to receive a DVD?
Yeah, we're actually looking at towards the end of October for the release. There's a possibility it could be sooner, but right now it's slated for the end of October. So once the film comes out with our last premiere in Hollywood on the 5th of October, it'll be looks like about 2.5 weeks after that.
Sure. Well, why don't you do this? After y'all have your Hollywood premiere, maybe get Brandon or yourself, somebody call the station over here, tell us how it's going, and you know, we can make sure and report on it, give the information out to the public. I mean, we're especially proud of it since Brandon's local over here, and you know, you came to a local area in New Orleans, and we just want to treat you guys right, and because I think y'all going to help this area out as well.
Well, we appreciate you guys having us on, and I can't say enough good things about the people down in New Orleans, and in the state of Louisiana. I mean, everybody that I've met from around the state of Louisiana has been just gracious beyond and kind to me and my wife beyond words. And you know, anything that I can do to help anybody down there is, you know, there's not even a question. You know, somebody wants me to help them do something. I mean, we're planning on shooting a comedy down there, hopefully within the next year, that Brandon is also starring in.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to put you on the spot if we might see our local man over here in another production.
Yeah, Brandon's actually, I've got him slated for 2 more movies.
Okay, great. Well, look, I think Brandon has a question or comment.
You there, Todd?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Just remember my motto, my brother. Positive things come to positive people, and you know that.
Yep, I know that. Brandon keeps me in line, man.
Okay.
Brandon keeps me in line.
Well, look, it's good to have somebody that, you know, is positive, you know, that helps you. Now, I understand it was actually filmed in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we shot it here in my town. I live in Grand Junction, Colorado, which is about 4 hours west of Denver.
Right.
And we shot the whole thing. Here. So we had some friends that let us borrow their homes for a couple of days, and then we're also able to get a couple other locations here in town to really add some really nice production value to the film itself. So I'm really proud of everybody's all the actors' performances. It's just, I'm just kind of blown away by how well everything's gone with this film.
Okay.
From the shoot to the edit to the response. You know, we had a showing the other night. We had almost 100 people show up, and the response, there was not one negative thing said about it when it was done. So we were pretty excited about that.
Well, very good. Look, thanks for being our guest. We appreciate it. We're about out of time, but I want to thank you for being available and continue to wish you the best in this movie. It seems like it's going to be very exciting and suspenseful, and quite frankly, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys having us on, and just let me know when this is going to be on, man, because I can't wait to see it.
All right, sounds good. Okay, good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, very good. We have a few minutes or a few seconds left. I don't know if you want to make any more comments.
I just want to say hello and thanks for all the other actors. I didn't mention Tara Garnett, Dylan Cox, Kyle Evans, and Christina Andrews for making this a great success, and hopefully we can do many more, and looking forward to everybody seeing our films and meeting a lot more new fans and stuff like that. So,
Right, and so again, the premiere, we have one premiere coming up, well, in Hollywood, which is, of course, the biggest one. That's going to be in October, but you also have one in Chalmette, and I think one in Ruston.
Yes.
Okay, so anybody can go ahead and Google Liar.
Right.
And they can get all that information. Local actor Brandon Lofton stars in the movie. He's from Grand Isle, Louisiana. And Brandon, we appreciate your bringing people to this area and connecting and networking with people all across the country. And man, I just wish you the best on this particular movie.
I appreciate it. Glad to be here, and thanks for having me. And like I said, looking forward to meet a whole lot of new fans and making everybody happy. And hopefully people that want to be actors, their dreams could come true, like mine's starting to.
All right, very good, Brandon. We appreciate you very much, and congratulations. I think that's so very exciting to be in that position.
Thank you.
Okay, man.
Thank you, sir.
And good luck to you.
Okay.
All right, what we'll do, we need to go ahead, take a break. We're going to come back. Stan Gravois is going to be here in sports to wrap things up. Don't go away.